my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. I'm back after being sick for many days. I still have like a stomach flu. The other flu is fine. It's just like a whole lot of things that came together, and I was just like horizontal, the entire weekend I was horizontal, and I needed that as well. I needed to rest up and recuperate, and I'm back now. So I had already filmed this haul, but when I was editing, I realized that it's all blurry because there's this. I'm just making sure that it's not blurry again. I need to get a monitor. I need to have like a little monitor because the screen on the camera, it's like really tiny, right? So when you see it, especially for a person like me who's short-sighted, things that are far, I can't see it properly, right? So I need like a proper monitor so I can see if I'm recording properly. So I recorded this haul, but unfortunately it was all blurry. That wasn't focus. I was not supposed to be the other way around. Right now it's on that intelligent something, it's called, it detects your eyes and face, and I can see it's like tracking my eyes right now, so we are good. Anyhow, let's start with the first one. This is a very anticipated one, and I wish if that little video had not gone to trash, this would have been released probably 2 weeks ago. This is Khair Felicity by Paris Corner. That's your very beautiful bottle. You know me, I love Khair bottles. Like, I might not enjoy all the perfumes. I like the Khair confection and this one. Oh, I just gave it away. That's the Khair box. It's like your very typical Khair, how the Khair packaging is. It's a very normal box. This retails in Dubai in ParisCorner.ae website only for 26 dirhams. By the way, for going forward, I have a discount code for the ParisCorner.ae, which is for people who will purchase it in the UAE and I think the GCC. And I'll put my discount codes like somewhere over here, like just so that you are aware. You'll get like a good 10% or something. And there's another website which is Aroma Concept, which is for US. I'll put that discount code as well, so you can use that as well for 10% or 15%. I'm not sure, I'll mention it for you. Now, why was this so anticipated, Khair Felicity? It's because people were wondering if it is a dupe for Silk Santal, from the wedding collection of Kiali. And this is like one of those, this is like something I've at least used a little bit, right? So I collect all these 10 ml bottles of Kiali. The thing is that this does not last very long, but I love this perfume a lot. Now, this was supposed to be like talked about that this is the same. Should I do the comparison first? Yeah, let me just get that out of the way. I love the sprayer, by the way, of this one. Look at that, so beautiful. So Khair Felicity, oh my goodness, especially the opening of this perfume is so beautiful. And my nose is like hurting a little bit, right? Because I'm still a little sore from the flu, but we'll be fine, we'll power through. Oh my goodness, the opening of this is stunning. Now, compared to your Silk Santal is so much lighter, it's more floral, it's more bubbly. Your Khair Felicity is very dark, at least in the opening. It's very sugary vanilla, as opposed to Silk Santal being more sandalwood musk based. But you know that certain richness about Silk Santal, which is what I like about this perfume, that's present in Khair Felicity as well. Now, these are comparable, but like not identical, like I said. Could it pass off as a dupe? I'm not too sure. Because like for me, it's very evident that they're different, but I don't know, to an untrained nose, maybe they will feel, because it's the same DNA, it's the same composition, it's like, but it's just the levels of the ingredients. I don't know if it's making sense or not. Like, Khair Felicity is so much more darker, like it has darker vanilla, darker sugar. But then, towards the dry down, they kind of become very similar. If you like Silk Santal, you will love Khair Felicity. It's as simple as that. There's nothing hoo-ha, like think too much about it. If you like that one, you're gonna love this. If you like gourmand perfumes, if you like vanilla perfumes, this is a very beautiful perfume. I will, however, mention one thing. This is a Paris Corner perfume. At the end of the day, you need to allow it to mature. When I first sprayed this perfume, I was getting a lot of alcohol and it was quite weak as well. But having it sit for some time now, and I have used this perfume quite a bit already. You can see how much I've used up. So I clearly do like the perfume a lot. Let me describe Khair Felicity for people who do not know how Silk Santal smells like. It opens like with a very vanillic floral, but it's also a little sparkly, but the vanilla is super dark. As it progresses, the vanilla keeps getting darker and darker, and then you start getting the sugar and the woods. The top notes for this are cassis, champagne and freesia in the opening, heart notes of may rose, musk and jasmine, and the base notes of vanilla, sugar and musk. Now, I cannot individually smell any of these florals. You have your may rose, you have your jasmine, you have your freesia. I can't smell any of these individually. I can, however, smell like a composition which has like nuances of rose and jasmine. I do smell a whole lot of musk in it. I do kind of also smell like praline. It has like a very praline quality. Like as it dries down, it reaches like sugary dark vanilla with praline. I hope this is making sense, because like the florals are just like a perfumey floral. In the opening it's slightly bubbly, but that fades away very, very quickly, and then it just starts mellowing down and darkens to a vanilla, musk and sugary base with that praline note, which is like, it's not listed but it's definitely present. By the way, when it starts drying down like completely, you can also smell the sandalwood and amber. So I guess like towards the dry down, it becomes quite similar to Silk Santal. I already like this perfume so much, and I know it's gonna change a little bit. I hope it changes in performance and not changes in the scent, if you know what I mean. Like I love it exactly how it is right now. I just hope that the longevity projection increases for this. This is a very, very feminine perfume. You can wear it anytime during the day, I suppose, but like I would prefer not wearing this during daytime in spring and summer, but I can pull this off at night. In fall, winter, go for it. There's no Middle Eastern vibe in this. The projection, I would say, is like 1 feet, maybe 1.5 feet. And the longevity right now is just 5 to 6 hours. Unfortunately, you need to respray this again and again. But I know that this will change. This is a Paris Corner perfume. I know this happens with all of their bottles. My rating for this is a 10 out of 10. I love this perfume. I've been using it so much. I'm so glad like something like this came in the market. I know we are overloaded with gourmands and everything, but this is a very different kind of gourmand. I like this kind. It's a mature gourmand. It doesn't smell juvenile at all. The celebrity I want to give it to is Dakota Johnson, because it's sexy. It smells very edible. It has like a brunette quality to it. Like, I don't know why I said that. Yeah, it does, like you feel like chocolatey, like brunette, you know. And I think the color I've written over here is oyster for some reason, but I'm going to change it to brunette, because see, early morning when you record, your brain works better. The temperature for this is neutral and the presence is very, very, very mellow. Next, we have 3 brand new perfumes from Khadlaj. The first one is called Cream Velvet. It comes in this box and that's how it opens. And as usual, Khadlaj bottles. First of all, the packaging is like stunning. The bottle is like so beautiful, vintage looking. I love it. It's so simple and cute, but it's very, very, very heavy. That it has a nice atomizer. This is again a gourmand perfume, and it's very much in line of Bianco Latte, but it has a twist. Like it doesn't smell exactly like Bianco Latte. It smells like a mixture of Bianco Latte and Blanche Vet in my head. First of all, the caramel in this perfume. I'll tell you the notes for it, but the caramel in this perfume, it's the most buttery caramel that you can imagine. Like I actually smell like salted butter and caramel. Like buttery in the nicest way that I can say. It's not creamy, it's buttery. You know what? You'll know when you smell the perfume, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because it smells like a buttery caramel in the opening. Then in the middle, you can definitely smell your honey. You can smell tonka, you can smell jasmine as a floral. The top notes for this are buttery notes, caramel and licorice. I don't smell licorice, thank goodness, because that would have ruined this perfume. Middle notes are honey, jasmine and tonka. And the base notes of amber, musk and vanilla. To my nose, it smells like a very simple perfume. It smells buttery caramel plus like a little bit of that jasmine or white florals, but the jasmine is the dominant note, maybe hedione or something. And then you have like a honey tonka with vanilla base. It's also quite musky. That's it. It's a very simple perfume. It smells super yummy. It smells buttery, caramelly. It's so nice, and it's just a very pleasant perfume. Now, you will ask me, like, Simin, if I have, what is that, eclair and There's so many like different ones. You know what the worst part is? I recently made a compilation of all the Bianco Latte dupes or inspirations, and I have 2 new perfumes now that also smell kind of similar. Like this would go in that compilation, but it would not be like a bang on dupe, right? I have another one from Mason Asrar that also kind of smells like Bianco Latte. So I'm a little like miffed at myself that I made that compilation a little too early. Maybe I'll make another compilation. I'll just do that, yeah. This to me again is a super feminine fragrance. No Middle Eastern vibe. It retails for around $36. The projection is 2 feet. Longevity I would say is like around 6 to 7 hours. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. The only reason, you know what, if I had smelled this perfume before the other perfumes, I would have probably given it a 10 out of 10. But because there's so many of the same genre, so many of them that smell similar to your caramel and toffee and stuff. This doesn't smell like toffee, by the way. This is very buttery caramel. You know, I keep saying that, but like when you smell the perfume, you remember my words. It just smells like buttery caramel. The celebrity I want to give this to is Whitney Peak. By the way, I kind of can't get over the bottle. I just really Marcus's hair everywhere. Yes, guys, I know I need to do my nails. I've just been very sick, and you know, my nails are like a little too long, so it's difficult to like grab stuff. Like I keep doing that and nothing. Like I can't grip anything. I feel like Edward Scissorhands a little bit. So I'll get that done hopefully today or tomorrow. While filming, by the way, I've been to the loo twice. I know TMI, but like I've already gone twice. That's how bad my stomach is right now. Life will start aligning when it's supposed to align. I've just stopped caring too much. 2025, you know, people make resolutions. I am going like anti-resolution. You know what? Like no resolution. I'm just going to... I have what's there in my mind. I'm going to do my best. That's it. The color perception for this is caramel gold. The temperature is neutral and the presence is mild. Next, we have 2 more from Khadlaj. These are from their Lafidi line. It's a different branch of Khadlaj. And they have 2 gourmand perfumes, but not the kind of gourmand that you're thinking. This is the Aura. It's from the new Aura. You know, before I have like crisp flower and there was a kiss of rose or something. This is the new one. This is called Manga Splash and Pista Desserts. I love the cutesy bottles. First of all, this one literally looks like mango juice and this one looks like pista. So I like the fact that they have created packaging that is very appropriate. That's the boxes. The typical Aura boxes. They're very lightweight and everything. These are around $25 only in UAE. Let's start with Pista Dessert first. That's the green one. Very beautiful packaging. Love it. To my nose, this is Johanna in a bottle. Do you know the Johanna green of Khadlaj, the oil that I was like going go gaga over? Why I liked it was because it had the least amount of that shampoo synthetic note that was killing all the pistachio perfumes for me. Johanna oil was like the most. The top notes in this are pistachio, bergamot, rum and cardamom. Middle notes of lily of the valley, pear, jasmine, raspberry and white peach. And the base notes of cotton candy, tonka bean, lukhum, I'll get to it, sandalwood and cedar. Now what's the difference between Khair pistachio, yum pistachio, something, all those perfumes? Pista Dessert is your gourmand, typical gourmand pistachio fragrance which have been recently released with your pistachio, your cardamom, rum, bergamot opening and then followed by different notes. Now this is the part where opening is the same in all of them, but the different notes in the middle and base, that's what changes. And those changes are subtle. It's not like drastic change. So it's still going to smell like yum pistachio. It's still going to smell like all the affection and all those different perfumes. But there'll be like a difference. And then you have to choose. I know it's so difficult, but you have to choose which one you like the best. Like I really did like the Luscious because again, it was very nutty. So they had like nuts personified in that. In this, it's the fruits that's personified. So yeah, there's a little bit more freshness because of the fruits. It's not that sweet, which is something I like. But they have this note called lukhum, which is the Turkish delight note. It's kind of like smells like candy. If you've not had a Turkish delight, please go try a Turkish delight. You need to have it at least once in your life, but the good one, not the packaged one, you know, the good, nice Turkish ones. You need to get it from an authentic Turkish place. But it does smell like candied rose petals, your almond, and with that little ambery smell, you know, of lukhum. To be honest with you, all the notes that I mentioned over here, except for lukhum, I don't really get. like Lily of the Valley pear, jasmine, raspberry. It smells like fruits. It just smells like a lot of fruits, and it kind of comes in like in the form of like Turkish delight, where it's rose petals with like a concentration of fruits or something in that gelatin something, you know, and then it has like almonds on it or something. It's beautiful. I like this perfume a lot. But will I be wearing this like all the time? No, I will not, because this is like a very, you need to be in the mood to wear pistachio fragrance. This can be considered as a unisex, but I say it leans feminine. You can wear this in all weather, but it'll especially be nice in fall and winter. In summer, daytime and spring daytime, maybe not so much, you know. It can get a little cloying. Although it's not too sweet, it can still get very, very cloying. The projection for this is insane. It's 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is like 8+ hours. It's insane how much this perfume lasts. My rating for this is an 8.5. Yes, I like the perfume, but because it's going to be such a seasonal wear for me and I'm not going to wear it all the time, which is why I'm not giving it like a 9 or something, or 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would be like a perfume I'll like go nuts over and buy it again and again. I have so many of pistachio fragrances right now that maybe I will not be reaching for. Actually, you know what? I've decluttered all of them except for Luscious and this one. So I guess I will be using it. But I'll still keep my rating at 8.5. And the celebrity I want to give this to is Nico Parker. It's like the youthful version of a pistachio fragrance. So it's not that grown up like all the other versions that we've had. The color perception for this, of course, is pistachio. There's no other color that comes to mind. As a matter of fact, the color they have chosen for this bottle is perfect because it is this color. It's this pistachio color. It's brighter, it's fresher. The temperature is cool and the presence is bold. You will smell this perfume. If you wear this like a couple of sprays, everyone around you is going to smell it on you. Next, we have the Aura Manga Splash, which is a mango perfume. I was hoping, really hoping, that this would not smell like mango juice. Now, while that's not entirely untrue, it smells more like mango pulp. You know, okay, maybe I'm very, very old school and I'm old. But you know, we had this mango pulp in tin cans. They were preserves. So when mango is not in season, mom would buy those and we would make milkshakes and different desserts and stuff using that mango pulp. It reminds me of that mango pulp, but with the skin of the mango. Now this is supposed to smell like mango skin by Willem Perfumery. I'm not too sure because I've not smelled that perfume. It smells like a very, very pleasant smelling mango perfume. It's not fruit juice, it's not too juvenile. It is youthful, not juvenile. It has like a hint of black pepper as well, which I wish was stronger. Like if that black pepper was really strong in this, I think this perfume would have been like a killer perfume. Let me tell you the notes so that it makes more sense to you. The top notes are mango, black pepper and blackberry. Middle notes of orris, lotus and jasmine. And the base notes of vanilla, icing, pink and patchouli. Yes, the opening is like mango. Like let it like settle down, right? So in the opening it smells like that juicy pulpy mango with that skin of the mango. But as it starts settling down, you can smell the blackberry. And weirdly enough, there is something like an icing smell. I think it's because of the orris as well, because the orris is powdery. And the lotus is also powdery. The thing is that when it starts drying down, it smells like icing sugar with vanilla. Now, you might think that since I'm saying icing and vanilla, does it smell like cake or something? No, it does not. It's still a very, very fresh perfume. But the more it dries down, the better it gets. So that mango becomes very, very subtle. And now you're smelling like a vanilla, sugary, powdery kind of perfume. Which smells also slight little bit aquatic. I don't know, it's very strange. I know when I'm describing it, it's probably going to make no sense to you guys. But this is how it's smelling like to me. So yes, in the opening, this mango settles down a lot. So don't judge it like from the first spray, because in the first spray it does smell very much like mango pulp and you're like, oh my god, I've purchased another perfume that's going to smell a little juvenile. Not juvenile, but like really, really youthful. But the more it dries down, and that dry down doesn't take long. It's like within 5 minutes, it changes completely to this sugary icing kind of vanilla mango smell with like hints of those watery florals and powdery notes. Beautiful. I like this perfume a lot. I would prefer wearing this like spring summer during daytime, not during nights. Fall winter I'll avoid this because this is definitely a very, very tropical smelling perfume. The projection is around 2 feet, longevity is around 7 hours. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. Initially I'd given it an 8.5, but it's matured. So it's a good thing in a way. You know, sometimes things happen and it's just for the better. Because that first video I had filmed, I had given it an 8.5. Now I'm going to give it a 9. It changes a lot. It changes a lot from the opening till like the dry down, and just let it sit for like 1 week or 2 after spraying out a little bit of perfume, and it's going to change a lot. Plus it's very, very inexpensive because it's from the Lafidi line. The celebrity I want to give it to is SZA. I feel she would smell like this. She is quirky, she's different, and not what you expect, kind of like, you know, from her songs to how she looks like, how she performs. Like everything is very like a contrast, and that's how I felt about this perfume. The color perception, of course, is mango, the same color as the bottle. The temperature is like cool, it's not like cold or something, but it's just very, very cool. And the presence is very mild. Unlike the Aura Pista dessert, which was very, very bold, this is a little mild. It's not going to overwhelm people around you. Just wait for that 3 to 5 minutes for that mango to settle down, and it's a beautiful fragrance. Now, all the perfumes I've mentioned before, they all were PR, right? So I had promised you I'll always tell you guys, right? Next one is a perfume I purchased when my nieces were in town, and we went to Ajmal for to purchase some bakhurs and stuff. We were sampling like a lot of bakhurs. Unfortunately, yeah, I did buy a bakhur from there. I actually bought dukhul. Okay, I'll make another step. I need to make an updated video for the bakhurs and stuff. Anyhow, I wanted to try this perfume because the bottle intrigued me. It's called Qasida. That's the bottle. See why I wanted to try it? Because the bottle is super cute. And it did not like really become viral or something. But in UAE, a lot of promoter influencers, they were like, you know, just showcasing it a lot. But I wasn't sure what I'm going to smell, and I wasn't sure if I'm going to like it or not. But when I went to the shop, I smelled like a lot of perfumes, and there were a few I really, really wanted to buy. But my budget constraints, like if 2025, I'm not going to spend so much money. I realized that the amount of money I spend for perfumes is insane. It's like crazy. So I need to like tone down. For example, I went to Ajmal, I picked up this. I picked up a bakhur or dukhun, which is so expensive, and I shouldn't have done that. But this is the thing I need to control, you know. Qasida in Arabic means poem. So not sure why it looks like this, but I don't know. Anyhow, it's a fruity floral. It opens very, very fresh. It's beautiful. But from the get-go, you feel like there's something dark about it, but not entirely. You can smell some animalic nuances right from the beginning. It's a little soapy as well in the opening, but that changes very, very quickly as the perfume dries down, which takes a little bit of time. Give it like 10 to 15 minutes. And then the oud and animalic qualities of the perfume start revealing itself. The top notes for this are fruity and floral. Middle notes are floral. Base notes are musky, leathery, sweet, and oud. Sorry, I can't help you that much. But okay, leather and oud. They're saying leathery and oud. So you might think, oh my goodness. So this is what was freaking me out. I'm like, it's going to be such a masculine fragrance. This is a unisex fragrance. This is one of those Arabic fragrances that I say smells perfectly unisex. If a woman wears it, it smells very feminine. If a guy wears it, it starts smelling masculine. It is very, very fresh though. Despite of it having leather, despite of it having oud. By the way, this is not inspired by anything. I think this is their own creation. I got it for around $45, and this is a 60 ml. Now, for everybody who was asking me, Simin, tell us a starter oud. This is a good starter oud. The thing is that as a starter oud, this also has like a little bit of leather, so you will not like kind of understand exactly how oud smells like. Now, instead of this, you could actually buy like an actual oud oil or something just to try how oud smells like, and then mix it with different perfumes. I don't know. But as a starter oud, I think this is a good fragrance because it's very, very fresh. It's a little soapy as well in the opening, which changes quite a bit. Ultimately, in the dry down, it becomes like a musky floral, but it has that animalic qualities of oud and leather. The oud is not barnyadi. The leather is not like leather. It's just like a hint of leather, but it's not suede or cashmere, it's leather. I like this perfume a lot because it's not heady or heavy. I can wear this on daily basis. It doesn't overwhelm people around me. I'll tell you why. Because the projection for this is like 2 feet, 1 to 2 feet. It doesn't project more than that. Like you would expect oud and leather perfume to be beast mode, right? This is not a beast mode perfume. It's a very, very mellow fragrance. The Middle Eastern vibe in this is quite strong, by the way. because yes, that leather and oud together, oh, it smells very, very Middle Eastern. The longevity is 8 hours, but it'll be a very skin scent. Just remember that it'll stay on your skin more than 8 hours. But that's another thing. On my clothes, it doesn't last that long. On my skin, it lasts 8 hours. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. I like it. I'm glad that doesn't project too much, but also that's my beef with it. I know, I'm asking for the impossible. But like, I don't know. I just felt like it should have projected a little bit more since it has oud and leather. And I kind of was hoping that the oud was a little bit stronger, or it had some kind of spice or something. I don't know, but then that's just me. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Celebrity, I could not think of anybody. Sorry, because like I literally could not even think or decide if it should be a man or a woman. You know what? Actually, I'll give this to Ibrahim from Dubai Bling. Yeah, I'll give it to him because it is very, very fresh. But it is also a little bit like, it has a little intimidating quality. Actually, Ibrahim should be a very, very intimidating perfume. This one is not an intimidating perfume enough, but you know what? I'll give it to him for now. Weirdly enough, the color perception is this blue. I know. Initially, I was like, is it gold? Is it gold? But somehow it gives you like a very royal feeling. So it's definitely like a very, very dark royal blue. The temperature is neutral, and the presence of this perfume is like medium. It's not bold, it's not weak. It's actually, I would call it like mild to medium. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I have so many perfumes, by the way. Touch wood. There are a lot of new Middle Eastern brands cropping up. I have a few PRs from different companies. I'm gonna make back-to-back PR videos now because there's a lot of them that I need to cover. Some I've purchased as well while my nieces were here because I went nuts, and you know me, how I am. Can't control my hands. I did get like some perfumes, like old ones like Haramen's Junoon Noah. Finally I got it. It's supposed to be a due for Dama Bianca. So many other ones. There are new Paris Corner ones, there's new Maison Asrar ones, Arabiat, I don't know, French Avenue. Like there's so many of them I need to review. So the next videos you'll see is going to be back-to-back hauls. Thank you to everybody who prayed for my recovery. Please keep praying because my stomach is still like, it's very tussy. The good thing is I'm losing weight. So basically I started at 80 kgs initially when I started trying to reduce weight. Now I'm down to 65 kgs. My target ideal weight is 55, so I need 10 kgs to be gone more. 10 at least. If not 10, maybe at least be 58 or something, but not be 65. I'm overweight right now, so keep praying hard. Send positive energy my way. And if you notice, I wasn't wearing my braces today because I just realized that I could not be me. I just could not be myself on the camera. I need to show all my 32, 36, 32 teeth and be like, the way I am. If I'm wearing the braces, I actually noticed it when I was filming with Amina that my mouth and everything was looking weird, and I kept making this face which was like really turning me off. I was like, what am I doing? And then I realized that I had the braces and it was just making me very conscious and everything. So I just feel more natural. But I'll try to make my videos shorter because I cannot spend so many hours without the braces. Oh my gosh, see how much I overthink? This is like ADHD madness, Anyways, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.